What's something you stopped buying because it became just so expensive to have it anymore? Fast food. It's supposed to be cheap and fast. Now it's neither. Even if the place looks kind of quiet, there's usually a massive virtual queue of delivery orders. Also, managers seem to massively overestimate how efficient the new technology makes their employees. It's always just staffed by like two massively overworked college students. Ultimately, it is kind of good that it has motivated me to go to smaller local places. But like mobile games, the delivery apps will always have their whales that have more money than sense. Chips used to be cheap enough to be something that I casually bought and then didn't mind that they got my fingers all greasy. I don't know how much they are where you live, but it seems to be about $8 for a bag of regular Lay's in my neighborhood, and that's just outrageous for a few ounces of potatoes. I also like that my keyboard isn't as shiny anymore. Then, as others have said, fast food isn't cheap anymore. It seems like it's only a couple bucks more to sit down at a real place for a better meal. Sadly, everyday food items like fruits and avocados, I only buy fruits for my toddler now. For mid-range items, new Lululemon workout clothes, because chasing a toddler is already a full-on workout. I do my own mani and pedi now, so I learn to take care of my nails at the same time. Gel Mania are getting expensive to maintain, and when they file down the gel, my nails get so thin. Higher range, brand new designer shoes, accessories, prices have gone mad. I hunt for barely worn or pre-loved items. Cars. I'm a car buff and I love German cars. I started out with a '72 VW Beetle in the 90s and would trade up every 3-4 years with little money out of pocket. After the pandemic, car prices became insane. I'm currently in a 2016 BMW 335i and would have traded up to a 2019, 2020 by now, but the used market is about 30 overpriced. My car is now worth the same amount I paid for it with 60k more miles on it. Looks like prices are coming down again, but that's just stupid. Getting my nails done. I remember going with my sister and getting a manicure or pedicure for around $25, $30. So maybe $35, $45 after tip and taxes. My last nail visit cost nearly $100 after tip and everything, just for a manicure. That was over a year ago and I haven't gone anywhere since. Especially when you can get glue-on nails that look fairly nice for $6 and don't tear up your nails when they come off. I don't know how other women are affording salon visits these days. MAC Cosmetics. I was a happy customer for many years, as they had an excellent policy of recycling old plastic product if you brought back 6 pieces, and then discounting, from a new purchase. Regrettably, not only did they discontinue that, but they also shut down around 4 brick-and-mortar locations in my metro area. I suppose I will order a small something online here and then in future, but it really has become too expensive. I still do, but way less than before. Asian stew bases in a can. I love shit like Thai green curry and Penang, etc. base in a can, just add meat and heat. It can cost like 25 crowns but then skyrocketed to 50-60 crowns a can. Like, WTF people? Then competition showed up for way cheaper, but now they are also at that insane price. I can get a really nice whole chicken for 60 crowns, why would I buy a half-baked stew base for that? I've cut way back on fast food and Starbucks. Moving to Germany with less fast food nearby and more small cafes, diners makes it easier. Starbucks here is like $8, $9 and the drinks are smaller. The food items taste like plastic and my favorite drinks fraps have a different flavorless recipe. On the plus side, I can get a decent full-size bottle of red wine for like $3. Fast food. For $25 I can have a large pizza that is some of the best in the country. Why the fuck would I go eat some shitty ass Taco Bell or McDonald's for more money and worse service? Honestly, similar story with sit down. Why spend $80 at Olive Garden or some other garbage when I can just go to Hibachi for more, better food? Shoes. I need new ones. I have plantar fasciitis and was told to try Birkenstocks. I found some like $9.99 knockoffs at Fry's and they have worked well for over a year, but they are starting to wear down and my foot pain has returned, but I just can't see spending that much on ugly shoes. At least the cheap ones I bought are cute. Sweets, candy, wine gums. Especially the name brand stuff like Haribo. Love them, no question, but they are, even on discount, €1.29 per bag. I easily eat the entire bag in a single evening. That's too expensive for that. So I don't buy any candy anymore. No sweets or anything. Wasted money at this point. Health insurance for a family member that's been a decade acting out a script about Fat Boy, big whammies, and replaced my likeness with a surrogate that wouldn't say no to being Cartman. They took years off of my life at that house, so for it to be scripted out for their loss to echo mine helped a little bit. I stopped buying new gadgets and electronics every time there's an update. Initially, it was a fascination, but then I realized that technology changes too quickly, and constant purchases become a burden on the wallet. Now, I try to make more mindful purchases and upgrade devices only when necessary. There is supply and demand and there is normal increases, but I swear prices on almost everything have gotten egregious. Fast food prices are insane, but if I go to the store and buy my own food it's equally insane, which makes no sense given the decreasing ingredient quality and product sizes. A strange one, but bowling. A few years ago my girlfriend and I went bowling at a local bowlero and it was maybe $60 for shoe rental and 2 hours of bowling for 2 people. Just recently we checked prices online so we could go again, and the same rental and playing time is $150. Insanity. Freddos. When I was younger I would always search everywhere for a pound so I could go to the shop. I would get like 10 for a pound, now Freddos are like £1.50 depending on where you go. I'm still pissed at the day I found a pound, went to the shop and the Freddos were 20p. Restaurant food. It's not even very good so I don't miss it. I also don't like all the tip pressure. If I don't do my job well then I won't have a job. I feel like all professions should have that standard. Also a tip before the transaction is complete is more of a bribe. As I was reading through all the comments it occurred to me that something or someone has really shit-wrecked the county. Food, entertainment, necessities, have all gone to shit. The quality of the products and the quality of the service are screams that something is broken. Takeout, trips, our annual passes to a major theme park, any delivery I just now get myself to avoid tips and fees we use to do grocery pickup now I shop again, anything fun, and we're taking out 2 monthly subscriptions probably Apple and one of the other networks. Fast food or eating out. It's almost doubled in price, the food is smaller. The staff taking my order can never understand what I say and mess up my order every time. Then I think about the person who actually made my food and how unhealthy it is and it grosses me out. Nails. Coffee treats like that. A lot of snakes for home, either removed or went off-brand. Like cereal and chips and stuff like that. Don't go out for things like drinks and hardly restaurants with friends anymore. Just do home visits, hikes, parks, free stuff. Lol. Fast food. The top-rated reply in the thread simply reads most fast food. It's been upvoted Reddit's version of liked a whopping 23,300 times, and boasts a long-winded thread of Redditors agreeing that fast food has gotten ridiculously expensive. We really just quit eating out pretty much altogether. It seems like more often than not the quality service isn't worth the cost. I know cooking at home isn't always the most convenient thing to do, but it is healthier and more cost-effective for us. With the state of the economy I've stopped buying coffee every morning. Also being fat, more conscious of food items at the supermarket, and have started shopping at the budget supermarket and buying off-brand alternatives to most things. Xbox Live. I was around when it first started and was $50 for a year. Now it's over $200 because they give you a bunch of stuff you don't even want. Video games in general have just gone downhill with the pay-to-play method. Cokes at restaurants or fast food. I was buying it occasionally at $2.49, but then it became $2.99, which is too much. My GF and I each got one a week ago at a new restaurant, and the Cokes were $3.99 each. Those are cocaine prices. Soda. I choose not to buy it. Used to buy cases from Sam's or Costco when it was in the realm of $10 a case of 36. Less at $12. Have not bought soda in cans since the pandemic made them hit about $17 a case here in Texas. NFL tickets. I used 3 years ago to get row 1 level 2 corner of the end zone for big games for about $250 a ticket. Those same seats now are $500 a ticket plus fees. Not even worth it. $1,000 for a game, no thank you. Uber has gotten prohibitively expensive in my town. Based on my travels, it seems much cheaper in other locales. I stopped going out to bars because of it. Uber adds $200 to a night out that I would rather spend elsewhere. New clothes. I tried to downgrade from mall to Amazon, but that stuff is mostly trash. I thrift now, it's not as bad as I anticipated. A lot of stuff is discarded with tags. I even ran into a sweater that I wanted years ago. Childcare. Although this might always have been expensive, but it just became relevant for me to think about now. Doing the math, it was way more cost effective to just have me or my spouse cut down on work and take turns windsurfing gear. Mostly because I was studying besides a full-time job and became a dad short after, but one of my mates who I wanted to surf with when I bought my first gear died. The other friend moved abroad, vacations to see family. Airline ticket prices or gas if driving, hotel cost, car rental, food. Even if you find the cheapest ways to counter food and hotel costs, it's just too much for a family of 4. Medication. My chronic illness requires an infusion $10,000 copay every 7 weeks. My yearly income is $60,000. In America it's much cheaper to die. I can get a lovely funeral for a one-time fee of $10,000. Eating out for lunch in general. Fast food restaurants, you're lucky to get a decent meal for less than $15, and if you go sit down at a small diner you're lucky to get out of there for less than $20 after tip. Good cuts of meat, most fish, even chicken breasts all have become too expensive to buy since COVID. I cannot remember last time I made fish tacos, and I live by the sea. I even looked into fishing myself. Hope. It's the hope that kills you. I feel much better now that I don't believe anything will get better, and I should simply enjoy those few things that are left to enjoy. For me, that is music. Cigarettes, they are getting more expensive by the year. And although the price wasn't the main reason, it was one of the reasons I decided to quit smoking. Hitting my 4th smoke-free year in March. Five Guys burgers fries. I ordered it one time through DoorDash. One burger, an order of fries and a milkshake set me back almost $50. And the food honestly wasn't even that great. Never again.